Hey folks, it's Billy DKY, the truth seeker that simplifies and demystifies. This is going to be my top 5 tweets of the week review. February 21st, 2010. First tweet of the week. Ancient religions are like old songs that meant something in their time, but the time has come for a new song following the way of growth. I mean, seriously, have you ever listened to those old 50s or 30s or 20 songs and you're like, the times have changed, you know what I'm saying? And that's the same way with these religions, like the Ten Commandments. Everybody always wants to say, keep the Ten Commandments, like they're just like holier than thou. I mean, listen, have you ever looked at the Ten Commandments? You know, people would say, I wonder if they ever look at them and think about the Ten Commandments. I shall have no other God before me. Well, hell, I didn't know there was like I didn't know if I had 5 or 6 choices, because basically the way I see it, Allah and God, the Tao, they're all the same thing, or what I call the essence of life. And what was I supposed to do? Go, this is my God. This is Billy DKY. This is God. You need to listen to it. Yes, it's speaking to me. It's ridiculous. Okay. A lot of people like religion because it allows them to stop thinking. And that's why I don't want to have to investigate life myself. Give me a pill. That's basically what it is. You know, everybody in society now, I feel a little depressed, I need a medicine. Yeah. Deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Go out and investigate life for yourself. No. I'm not saying you can't read a religion, get some ideas, but you need to be investigating it for yourself. You wonder why people get abused and stuff. If you're not thinking, somebody's going to abuse you. Okay, next tweet. Attachments are using things beyond its usefulness. In short, misery. We get in so much trouble. Imagine this. This is sort of a trivial example, but okay, it's a pen, right? I use it, then I put it back. That's what it's meant for. It's meant to write something, then put it back. But imagine this, if I write something, but I love my pen. Oh, I love my pen. Precious. And I have to keep it in my hand all the time, and I'm trying to type and keep it in my hand because it's wonderful. How miserable is that going to make typing? Well, that's a physical analogy of what we're doing. But we do that same stuff mentally. We're holding on to all kinds of baggage and this and that, and it just makes our life miserable. Or even people, I think I've said this before, like you go over to your buddy's house, you're watching TV, man, you're having a good time, and then all of a sudden the moment shifts. You both know it's time to get away, but what do? You sit around, well, let's watch something else. No, get your ass up, go home. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when the moment is over. Let go of things. Food too, we do that. We're attached to food so much. You don't need a lot of things. It causes you untold misery. Okay. Let's a few more tweets on attachment. We mourn the losses of our attachments until we realize our freedom. And I do this all the time. I make spiritual progress and I'm no longer attached to something, but I feel depressed because I still I'm clinging. I still want it, but it's been pulled out of my mind. My consciousness has got thick enough where the emotions from it don't come through, and then I no longer feel attached to it, but I'm depressed because I'm no longer attached to it. And then eventually you feel the freedom of it. You go, oh wow. Then you let go of it. But if you follow the real spiritual path, you're gonna be dealing with stuff non-stop. Okay, being attached is a mistake in your understanding. Here's what we think. It's brought me joy in the past, therefore it'll always bring me joy. And that's why we get in trouble with attachments like this. Yeah, it brings me joy when I can write something down, but when I'm done with it, it doesn't bring me any joy. I gotta let go of it, and it's the same way with everything, really. You gotta know when it's done. Next point on that, everything is energy, therefore there's nothing to be attached to. If you cling to anything, you limit the flow. Imagine you're in the ocean and you grab a little piece of water, and all it had, a little warm piece of water comes hitting you, and it's sort of chilling the water. You start trying to, you can't cling to it. How do you cling to it? Something, it's like, the essence is like water, except it's more soft, and you can't cling to it. You just flow through it. Okay. Tweet number 3, why is life so unsatisfying? Because it's not the way we want it to be. Oh, people want it to be this way and that way, but it's the way it is. And that's ever since I started my spiritual path, that's what I've been getting in harmony with what is. And here's basically how it works out, and this is sort of in line with that. Stuck on stupid. Alright. You can stop it for a second if you want, sort of just to read it off. But basically, here it is. Stuck on stupid. Here you are. This is the way you want it to be. I want life to be this way. I want it to be this way. So you're always trying to find something to make life support your theory. And you see it with Christians all the time. Oh, hell, they want it to be this way and that way. No, the world's got to be 6,000 years old. Don't you damn near tell me it's 10.6 billion. You know what I'm saying? No, don't tell me that. I don't want to hear it. I refuse to see the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs don't even exist. It's a conspiracy theory is what the hell it is. No, I remember reading in the Bible they talked about dragons. That was the dinosaurs or some bull. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like I say, reality's your teacher. So this is the way we want it to be. And they're always looking this way. And if anybody ever points them this way, they immediately push it away. And I ain't talking about Christian. I'm talking about in life in general. There's so many situations like that. So that's why I say, since you want life to be this way, you never look this way. And if anybody, like I said, if anybody points this way, you reject it. So it's being stuck on stupid. You got to come to terms with the way life really is, not the way you want it to be. Okay. People create most of their misery without even knowing. I was talking to my cousin this week, and he's always trying to start him a little spiritual journey, this and that. And I'm like, you ain't even listen to a word I'm saying. I'm like, dude, I'm one of the best there is at this, and you won't even listen. I'm like, man, how dumb you gotta be. You know what I'm saying? So stuck in your own head. Crazy. Okay. Next tweet. This is, I don't know, I've been sort of wondering how's the breakdown between your spirit, your mind, your body, and luck. And so I was talking with somebody on one of my, I think his MMA training videos, and he broke it down to, man, I got this wrong. But anyway, here's the breakdown. Life is 50% spiritual, 30% mental, 15% physical, and 5% luck. When I thought that was sort of vaguely interesting and worth repeating. I'd sort of been curious about what I thought the breakdown was on that, so I don't know, maybe you've been thinking the same thing. There will be a playlist of my top 5 tweets of the week, and that'll pop up. If you want to watch last week's top 5 tweets of the week, it's it'll be down the video response, and I think that's all I really want to talk about on that. Until next, well, I do want to say one. I want to go back to that. People create most of their misery without even knowing it, and I really see this all the time. People are doing stuff all the time, creating their misery, and they on one aspect they bitch and complain about their misery, and then I tell them, well, this is why it is. Oh, I don't want that solution, any solution but that. I'm like, well, that is the solution. There is no other solution. You're creating it because you're clinging to this. And that's why this is happening. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. Anyway, I guess that's really all I had to say. Until next week or next video. Later, folks.